Welcome to the installation of the car bed, model number 15401. Now we start with a piece, item number 1L or 1R. Now whenever you see a plastic ring, we put in a screw in like that. Now pay particular attention putting the screw in. Don't over tighten it and don't over loose it. So make sure just enough to touch the plastic ring like that. So we put one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we do the same thing on the other side as well. Now next we put in 5 slabs like that. Now first we're putting the wooden dowel in like that, one on each side. Now pay particular attention when we put a wooden dowel, always put 60% in and leave 40% out like that. Now we put 2 on each slab and for the 5 remainder slab there, and we do the same thing on the other side as well. So put 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, next we put in the locking device. Now we're putting locking device in like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now pay particular attention, make sure the arrow is facing upward like that, so we can put the join the screw in later on like that. So by doing that, make sure every time you put it, make sure you check it like this, make sure it's actually fit in. So that means it's actually correctly put in. Alright? Okay. Next we put in the slat in the position like so. Now, previously we were talking about the screw pointing upward like this, and that's why we're putting the button, the arrow must be facing downward like so in order to catch it in like that. Now when it's actually in position, make sure it's nice and tight, and return it in a clockwise position like so. To lock it in, make sure it's nice and good position. Now we do the same thing for the remainder of the second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. Now we start with the piece number 2, which is the back of the bed. Now before we do that, make sure you put in 2 wooden dowel in. Remember same rule, 60% in, 40% out like that. One there, same at the other end. Once you've done that, we also put in the round locking device like so. Now put 1 there, 2 and 2 there as well. Now the same rules when you put it in. When you put it in, make sure you check with the Allen key. Make sure it's actually aligned, so later on it's easy to be locked in. That's the best way to check. So make sure it's going through for each of them. Like that. Now make sure you check on the other side as well, so easy to lock in later on. Now we put the piece in the position like that. Now we're using a 50mm screw this time, and we need 2 of these on each side. So we lock it from the back, 1 there and 1 the other side. Now we start with the front piece, which is item number 4. Now remember, put 2 wooden dowel there, 1, 2, and 2 on the other side as well. Now at the back there, make sure you put in 4 locking device there, 1 there, 2 there, and 2 on the other side as well. Next we put it in, and then we lock in the locking device. Now we're turning this locking device clockwise like that to lock it in like so. Next we're going to put it in the other side of the bed, join it in. Now make sure you join it and make sure all the locking device there is actually nicely tight. It's important that you check and make sure it's nicely tight. If it's actually got a gap, take it out and readjust the screw. Make sure it's actually nicely tightened in. So once it's tightened in, you put it in and turn the locking device anti-clockwise like so, and lock it all the way up down to here. Alright. Okay, next at the back of the unit, we're using another 2 of the 50mm screw to lock it in and tie it up with the Allen key. Next we're going to install in the big wheel in the back and also the small wheel in the front. Now for each wheel, make sure you put in the short wooden dowel, not the long one, but the short wooden dowel. Put one there and one there, and same as for the small wheel as well. Once you've done that, we're using a 25mm screw to tighten it in. Now before you put it in, make sure you put the ring in like this, so later on we can use a button to cover it up. Now as for the back, we also need one of these locking device in the back. There. Now we put it in like so. Okay. Now once you've done that, we position this one in the position like that, so, and then we lock this one in. And we're using an Allen key to tighten it up like so. And once it's tightened, we're using the silver cap to lock it in like so. Now we do the same thing for the front part of the wheel as well, like so. Okay, next we're going to put in the post, which is the item number 10 of this stake here. Now before we put it in, make sure you put in this locking device in first. 1, 2, 3, and same as for the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now we put this one in first, and then this time we're using a 40mm screw to tighten in the item. Now we put it in like this from the back. And we'll lock it in. Now we're using an Allen key and tightly tighten it in like so. Action. Next we're using a 25mm screw here to tighten this unit up in this part. Now after we finish with the top piece of tightening in, we're putting the skirting in like that. Now as this one here, we just fold it along and I put it in like so. Once you put the curtain on like that, and the unit is almost complete, and by now your unit should look like this. Next we put the last of the remaining legs in. Now we got two pieces. Now we separate part. Make sure it's evenly separated. One there and one there. Now we put it in the screw, this screw in to tighten it in.